So, thanks for joining our session. So we are the twins for this presentation.
Because we have to share the microphone.
We have to share the microphone, but we are working closely together, and that's why we're teaming up here. So my name is Achim Sturr, I'm from Dell EMC, and co-presenting with Eric Rieger. We're both located in lovely Waldorf, and transforming PowerPoint engineering into real engineering, right, Eric?
Absolutely.
So, and our topic today is running SAP HANA in the software-defined data centers. Many thanks for stopping by. We try to keep this presentation pretty crisp. So, 3 sections: why, how, and what. The how section is only 1 slide, so should give you a first estimate. Eric will begin with the why section right away. We start with that. So, our core beliefs, you see them here on the screen. No doubt, SAP HANA boosts digital transformation, but what is digital transformation without an infrastructure that is really keeping up the pace? And that's what we're talking about, because at the end of the day, you can't craft everything by hand. You need a software-defined data center in order to keep up the race. And another reason for implementing the SDDC is simply because customers love it and always tell us, make it happen with SAP HANA, make it easy, and that's what we're talking about. And Eric will go here, and because we're the twins,
So
I will give you that as well.
It's becoming complicated now. So I have 2 microphones, a clicker, and only 2 hands. So it's at least 1 less I would need. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Perfect logistics. Don't move too much.
Yeah. So basically the question is really the why. So why going with a software-defined data center? I think you have seen a lot of slides from the ACP telling you digital transformation and the digital core. I mean, the digital core is a new HANA, the HANA as the heart of your enterprise. But what is your heart of the enterprise if it doesn't run on an agile and fastly to implement, and let's say and with an infrastructure which you can manage on a software base instead of old legacy hardware bases. So imagine you have a data center still of all bare metal systems. So it's hard to react on all the things what the new digital core requires. So we have done some studies here, and the most important part for the customers is to have a very agile data center. And agility and speed. And that's something you can only achieve if it's completely defined in software. For sure we're running on hardware, that's the reason why Achim is with me. So Dell EMC, we still need, he's picking me up, because software needs to run on something. And that's why Achim is here, basically. But it's not only about agility and speed. It's only about improve the service, the quality. So keeping up your systems is very, very important. Specifically if it's HANA, if it's your core, then it's important to have a very high SLA. And high SLAs, again, it's easier to achieve if it's a software-defined infrastructure, because you can protect it easier, you can maintain it easier, it's easier to operate. Business alignment, that's all about keeping up your infrastructure with the changing business requirements. So here's new activities in your environment, in your sales department. Then you need to be able to fastly deploy new systems to support this marketing event, for instance. Defend IT is all about security. Imagine you are able to have a firewall and protect per application, instead of only having 1 perimeter firewall. If an attacker goes beyond this perimeter firewall, he is in your data center and he can start to mess around with your systems. But he should protect systems on an application level. That's something would really bring you forward. And that's something we can do with again, software-defined networking. We have a solution called NSX, which is supporting you here. And you reduce costs, well, it's only 5%. For sure, you're better to utilize your infrastructure by using it in little portions and pieces, instead of having a huge server to deploy, and you're only leveraging some of the parts of the server. The issue is what we have is the typical triangle. It's a dilemma. The problem is really how you get quality, cost, and agility in a very good alignment. And that's the issue what we normally have. And again, we see the software-defined data center as a solution for this. Well, how we do it, we have solutions to help you running the workload on all, let's say, locations. If it's on-premise, off-premise, you can do it. You can maintain your all SAP systems or your core system locally in your data center, or you can expand it. You can easily expand it into the cloud by leveraging, let's say, the VMware-based cloud offering we have. We have a solution called the Cloud Foundation, which runs on-premise but also off-premise. You can consolidate and migrate. That's also possible by, again, only by the software. How to move a physical server to a remote data center. Is it a public data center or your own your own data center, which is remotely? It's possible if it's software. And the next thing is outsourcing. So if you're if you're able to, let's say, reduce the complexity of your systems, then you can also, let's say, easily outsource your systems to service partners where you say, hey, let's use these guys and doing my standard systems, and I just concentrate on my more important systems. So that's VMware's vision, where we have the so-called cross-cloud architecture. That meaning we have our core means it's a software-defined data center based on the hypervisor, based on virtual SAN, and based on network virtualization on NSX. That's the solutions we call now Cloud Foundation. But this solution is also running in public data centers. So we have over 4,000 vCloud Air network partners which are using the same stack. That means if you're using the stack from VMware on your data center, it's easy for you to move your workloads to the public data center. It could be Amazon Cloud Services because VMware has a contract with them. We deploy VMware solutions on their stack, on their hardware. We have VirtuStream, we have IBM. So basically all these guys having the same stack, and with this it's allowing you to have a so-called cross-cloud platform. Then any application. So basically we are the only hypervisor on-premise and off-premise which supports all the SAP applications. And then any device. So it's not all about data center, it's not all about, let's say, the applications, it's all how to access the application. And we have a solution, it's called our AirWatch. With this you have a mobility solution to manage all your end devices, your mobile devices, your laptops and notebooks, and also the IoT devices. So if you need more information on that, come to our booth, it's just over there, and you get more details around this. Well, how to do this? How to make this a reality? So as a VMware administrator, you have a so-called web client. The web client is our admin tool. With this admin tool, it's a vSphere web client. You can manage your on-premise cloud, vSphere, vSAN, NSX, and then you stretch the network into the public cloud via NSX. And then you can manage and move forward and backward the workloads into the public cloud and back and forwards. So it's relatively easy if you have this implemented on your side. Well, then for sure, we need automation. So if you have a cloud solution, you imagine you have a cloud data center. How to access the servers? It's not possible. You have no access, physical access to servers. And therefore it's required that you have automation. Automation from the provider, but also from the consumer level. From the provider, it means you have the vSphere admin, you have the cloud admin, and all these guys providing access to the infrastructure. And then we have the automation on the application level. So we have, for instance, the SAP administrator. And he is using, for instance, the SAP LVM or landscape optimization management. And that's something we also use and leverage. We have a very nice adapter, and we can use and leverage the SAP optimization tool with our solutions. So it's an SAP supported way in doing deployments for SAP applications, for SAP HANA, for NetWeaver Stack application. Though that's possible basically with this integration. Well, to summarize it again, we virtualize the hardware assets, your server, the storage components. Then we have to secure the network, expand the network into the cloud via our NSX solution, and then we have the automation solution. This all gives you the possibility, or basically that all is built up your software-defining data center. With this, I give over the mic to Achim, and he shows now how to do this.
How do we make it happen? We try to keep it simple. So all these slides have been high level, and it can be a very complex task to stand up a hybrid cloud. But what we do in general, we have the build to buy continuum, and no matter what kind of customer you are, if you're more on the build side or on the buy side, you can here start right away without having a lot of papers and go through reference architectures or so. So we have so-called ready nodes and ready bundles. So ready nodes are, for example, vSAN ready nodes or Scale.io ready nodes. Ready nodes are our HANA appliances from Dell EMC. We have ready systems, so converged and hyper-converged environments that you can use to stand up the software-defined data center, or if you want to have a ready-to-go hybrid cloud, then we also have the enterprise hybrid cloud for SAP solution that covers the enterprise apps as well. So at the end of the day now, to stand it up, from a layer stack perspective, you have the choice to again use blocks, racks or rails to get started, or bring your own single pieces. We combine it with and integrate it into backup and restore, disaster recovery and continuous availability. And as Eric has pointed out, we for SAP environments we can also integrate SAP landscape management. And then the salt in the soup at the end of the day are the higher level features that you have. So we realize operations, providing operational management, then the new phase of IT, the complete self-services that you can offer from the infrastructure to the consumers. This is provided by vRealize Automation or through APIs, and financial transparency with the help of vRealize Business. All that can be, so this is an on-premise approach. You can then plug in the other part on the VirtuStream side, or get VirtuStream, manage your SAP applications and run other workloads on your on-premise environment. VirtuStream can also manage your cloud infrastructure. And for sure, you can also go to a Dell EMC SAP cloud service provider of your choice and really have the balance between the on-prem stuff and what you have on the cloud, then on the managed cloud. So the most important building block besides the network and the virtualized servers is the storage. So basically you have three different ways to stand up the VMware software-defined data center. When we're talking about HANA, you can go the TDI way, Tailor Data Center Integration. Not so many people are aware that you can also use software-defined storage. So we have Dell EMC Scale.io supporting classical SAP applications, but also HANA, productive and non-productive. And regarding vSAN, we are supporting classical SAP, productive and non-productive. We're supporting non-productive HANA, and the big question mark at the moment is how to proceed with VMware vSAN. If you're interested in further information, reach out to us. We productized already a lot, and if you're interested in a vSAN solution that supports your HANA in production as well, let us know. Now coming to the ways how to implement a vSAN-based environment. So the most integrated way of software-defined compute, storage, and network. You have a choice of three different approaches. So one approach is going by vSAN ready nodes. We have a petting zoo here over there at the Dell EMC booth, and the same at VMware, so you can get your hands on. You can have in a 2U unit four different servers and enough storage in order to from a technical point of view, to support 8 SAP HANA systems in production. So that's from a technical side already possible. On the other end, you can combine combine your SAP workloads and non-SAP workloads and run them on a VX Rail. Or alternatively, if you have a bigger environment in your data center, you can run it on a VMware SDDC. That helps you get started small. You can grow in the VMware, have a huge utilization, then you can add additional racks, and this is a turnkey approach how to stand up your SDDC as Eric has shown it from the VMware side. This is really how you can get the systems from the truck into your data center, plug them in, and really get started deploying your workloads on the environment. And that means that you can really cost efficiently run your standard workloads. You can also run traditional SAP or SAP HANA in non-production. You can here not just from a physical side scale, you can also have so-called virtual racks and define your workload domains. So capacity management is much more easier in that kind of environments than ever before. And also, if you're interested in how to get this for HANA, please reach out to us. We made a lot of progress in the productizing of the whole thing. So finally, we give you some references to get started with those things. And hope this was interesting for you. If you have any questions or want to deep dive into those things, please visit us on the Dell EMC booth or on the booth from VMware. With that, thanks a lot.
All right. Hey, thank you guys very much. Let's give a big hand to our two presenters. Wow, look how handsome these guys are.